Welcome everyone to the 6th annual Iron Chef competition. We're so thankful that you could be with us today. We just wanted to take a moment to introduce some of the key players, and then you will be introduced to our competitors and our sous chefs. My name is Alecia McLaughlin. I'm one of the program administrators at East High School, and want to take a moment to thank both Latinas Unidas and Wegmans for their unparalleled generosity and support over the past 6 years. So if I could introduce my co-planners.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen Laughlin and I'm the Talent Sourcing and Diversity Manager here at Wegmans, and we are so thrilled to be a part of this great event. We see it as a great way for us to not only support East High and the students there, but also as a great way for us to make a difference in the community. So thank you all for joining us, and we're super excited for our 6th annual event.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Daisy Rivera Algarin, and I'm here wearing my Latinas Unidas hat today. On behalf of Latinas Unidas, we're very proud to be part of this 6th annual event, and I've been asked to just give you a quick snapshot as to how all of this happened in our partnership. In 2006, we brought from the Food Network, we meeting Latinas Unidas, Daisy Martinez, to come to Rochester and help us raise some funds for the Latina Women's Scholarship. At that time, we invited her to lunch at East High School's Meadows Cafe. When we got to the high school, she was so impressed with the program that we actually lost her during the lunch because she took off to the kitchen to see the kids in the back cooking. And she said to the kids, I want you to use, my influence and however I can to help you raise some money, and the Iron Chef competition was born. I can say fast forward, we've enjoyed every year the program gets better, the event gets bigger, and I have to tell you, when going from 5 years ago where we used to come in jeans and change in the back to washing dishes literally after the event at East High School, to have Wegmans host this event here is a dream come true. So I echo what East High School will be echoing later on today, that we are so appreciative of the partnership that we have with Wegmans Food Market, and for that we are forever grateful. We hope you enjoy the event.
So that brings us to the next part. Lots of folks have asked, what happens to the graduates after they leave East High School? What happens to the students after this event? We are thrilled to have 3 of our alumni joining us on stage today. So as I introduce them to you, they'll take a step forward. We have Shaq Clark. He is a graduate from East High School 2012, currently attending MCC's culinary program and graduating next year. We have John Williams. He is an East High graduate 09. He attended the Lincoln Culinary Institute and graduated from there in 2011 and is currently a sous chef at Genesee Community College. And we have Takari McBean. He is an East High graduate 09, also attending MCC and hoping to graduate next year. And so these folks have not only come back to support their East High culinary colleagues, but they're also helping prepare the foods and working hand in hand with Wegmans staff tonight. So just to thank them again for their volunteer and for their support. If I could just take a really quick moment to also thank the event committee. They put in long hours to help us plan this event. So if you could either step forward or stand up, please. We have Daisy Algarin, past president of Latinas Unidas. Dan Caruso, he's the chef for Wegmans at Next Door Bar and Grill. He comes to East High School to work with our students in the culinary program. Jeff Cristiano, chef instructor at East High School. Christine Cortez, she is the event coordinator who helped put together all this magic this evening. John Emerson, director of Asian cuisine for Wegmans. Dave Festenstein is also, we've grown the program. We have 2 instructors. There's Christine. Thank you for coming out. Marty Jacobson, relationship manager at Advantage Federal Credit Union. Karen Laughlin, talent sourcing and diversity manager at Wegmans. And we are now turning it over. If we could welcome the principal of East High School.
Not going to say something that wasn't said before, but just many thanks. We have a host of sponsors that continues to grow, and I know John's going to specifically run them down, but 6 years is a long time to keep something going, and the last couple of years we've been here at the Wegmans Conference Center, and I think it's a testament to the belief of Wegmans in our school, but the great instructors we have at East High School, both Chef Jeff, and we've grown the program now. We have Chef Dave, also the leadership of Alecia McLaughlin in the building, who has not let this program kind of die or fizzle away. Last year I was here kind of uncertain what the future would be of East High School. There was a lot of talks about the school, shutting down and changing. Well, I can tell you that obviously come July 1, the University of Rochester will be taking full reins, and I can guarantee you that this will continue to get even better and better under their leadership and guidance. And so we're here today for 6 individuals that have the most authentic learning experience you can have. Those are our Iron Chef contestants. So enjoy yourselves. Try not to make them too nervous as they're cooking, but just truly see the pride on their faces as they work, the pride of the adults who support these children, and all the parents. I know there's a lot of the families are in the front. This is basically a compliment of all you do at your house for your children. Is our way to give back. And again, many thanks to Wegmans, because we would still probably be washing dishes after the event if we were back at East High School. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm John Emerson from Wegmans, and I really just want to say thank you. Number one, to Mother Nature for giving us such a great day for an event like this. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, and if each of you could just stand up. Cos Christitas from Maine's Paper and Foods. Steve Capizzi from Big Apple. Andy Chen from Garland Enterprises. Michael McNicholas from Wariki Fresh. Your support and sponsorship of the food and some of the prizes for the contestants is invaluable. It's not a contest without a prize, and I think it's going to go a long way to help provide great education. And last but not least, I'd like to thank everybody that came here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon to support the school and the competition. I think the work that Jeff does at the school is incredible. They should build a statue to him, the learnings he provides for our students. So thank you all.
And now I have the pleasure of introducing our MC for the remainder of the program. It's not Steve Hausman, but it is our very own Jim Spotton.
Good evening, everyone. Having taught at East for 5 years before I moved on to the Office of Adult and Career Education Services, where I'm right now, it is a real pleasure to be here with everybody tonight and to see the progression of this program. I was one of those guys that first year cleaning dishes at East High School and coming back on Saturday morning with Chef Jeff to finish them up. So to move to Wegmans Conference Facility here is just wonderful. So tonight, you can call me Jim, you can call me Steve, I don't care. But what I have the honor of doing right now is introducing the competitors and the sous chefs. So our first competitor is Ethan Beebe, who's a senior. And his sous chefs are Dr. Eubing from the University of Rochester, Chris Lorman from Sam's Club, and Augie Melendez, who's the president of Hillside Work Scholarship Program. Our next competitor, Hayam Bermudez, and her sous chefs are Tracy Williams, the owner of Charleston House, and Regina Harris from Boston. Our next chef is a guy that a few years ago, when I was still at East, we were looking for wait staff, and one of my students said, hey, maybe this guy would like to help. Would it be okay? I said, sure, yeah, bring him along. So when I walked in today and saw that he was one of the competitors, it was really special. So that's Dominique Brown. And paired with Dominique Brown is our mayor, Lovely Warren, and Scott Pisano from 98.9 The Buzz. Next competitor, Kenneth Jackson. And paired with Kenneth Jackson as sous chefs is Dr. Meyer from the University of Rochester, Ty Kelly, who's the Director of Youth Programs for Wegmans, and Corey James from 98PXY. Next, Anthony Santos. And paired with Anthony as sous chefs is Jeff Bokach, President and CEO of Advantage Federal Credit Union, and John Santos is an MCC Director of STEM Initiatives and the Board Chair of Latinas Unidas. And last, but certainly not least, Tatiana Scott. And paired with Tatiana is Dr. Ann Kress, the President of Monroe Community College, and Zuri Brown from El Peon. Next, I'd like to introduce tonight's judges. From Wegmans, John Emerson, Wegmans Director of Sushi and Asian Cuisine. Robert Santiago, Wegmans Executive Chef. Scott Bova, Wegmans Rochester Division Regional Chef. Brad Yearwood is American Culinary Foundation Executive Chef. And Mike Speranza, Corporate Executive Chef, Custom Culinary. So at this point, the first thing I'd like to do is get all of the competitors and all of the sous chefs to their appropriate stations. And as soon as they get there, Chef Jeff Cristiano is going to read the rules of the competition. So Chef, it's all yours.
All right. So can we just give one more round of applause for the incredible Wegmans staff, their culinary department, the great food they made for us tonight. So it is my dual honor, one to be the competitors' instructor, as well as being their, I don't know, their surrogate judge tonight. But I'm going to give you the rules for the competition tonight. Each student has been given a menu to prepare this evening. We're doing sauteed pork medallions with a sherry vinegar demi-glaze, a warm cabbage salad served with pureed celery root and mashed potatoes, as well as a spinach salad with two garnishes, a bacon corn confit and a marinated shiitake mushrooms. We've had this meal a million times and I'm spacing on what we are having. I'm sorry for that. So the kids are going to be preparing their meal. They have an hour and a half to do this. Their main goal today is to be the executive chef of their station. They're to pass on instructions and direction to their sous chefs. At the end of the competition, their plates will be judged on taste, presentation, and during the competition, they'll be judged on how well they keep their station organized, the sanitation and safety that they practiced, as well as time management. So that's what our judge panel is going to be looking for. We encourage you guys to get up and walk around as well and see what our competitors are doing, but please don't feed them or give them any advice. This is their show. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening and let the games begin.
So we're going to leave you now from the podium. We'll do some interviews during the competition. And competition will run from now until 7:15. Competitors, we will give you some time clocks as we get closer to the end of the competition so you can see where you stand. So good luck to everybody. Let's go.
This is our 6th annual Iron Chef competition, and this is our 3rd year at Wegmans Culinary Center, Conference Center, and it's been an incredible experience for our kids. They get to see what the real life situation in the kitchen is like.
I feel like it's going to go great, honestly. I'm prepared, the other chefs are prepared, and we're just having little jitters, but we're still going to get through it, I feel like.
So we're in the middle of the competition right now. There's about 40 minutes left before the competitors finish and plate. I'm one of the judges for the competition. So right now, as I am getting around, I'm really looking at how the team's working together, how organized they're working, really looking for some good direction and dialogue from the chef, telling his team what exactly that needs done. Certainly looking for food safety, that's a big one, making sure that people are working clean and organized, and it looks like they're staying on track.
I'm really excited about today's event, to have all these great children or young students competing for a scholarship to college. I think is wonderful, and I'm excited about helping them cook and being a part of this.
I think this competition is wonderful. I am so proud of my daughter for what she's accomplished and for what she's doing, and I would just like to see this happen every year. They need to do it every year, and every year it needs to get bigger. Definitely.
This is like their capstone project, If you get to this stage, you're like in the top of your program, you're doing well. So this is like a really big deal. The kids talk about it every day. They'll talk about it next year. The kids who are in the program and that are coming up will want to be a part of the culinary program because they see their friends doing it. So it's really a big deal.
Is this? Yep.
So here we go. 3rd place. Chef would like everybody to come up here, the competitors. Not everybody. You stay there, okay? But the competitors. Let the competitive chefs come up here right now.
Call your name for your prize. Come over.
So I got to be careful now because they're all standing right behind me with those knives. You don't have those in the bag, do you? So 3rd place, which will be presented by Dr. Ann Kress from MCC. It's a full tuition scholarship of $3,500 to the winning chef student who enrolls as a full-time student at MCC the year following the graduation from high school. And the winner is Dominique. Second place, which will be presented by Mr. Michael McNicholas from Wariki, is a $4,000 scholarship to the college or university of your choice. And our second place winner is Chaim. First place, presented by James Jang, Garland Venture, is an $8,000 scholarship to the college or university of your choice. As a parent who's just had a couple kids get out of college in the past 2 years, I wish I knew you earlier. And our first place winner is Kenny.
It felt good. I just came in and once they were saying names, it didn't really matter about who won at that point. I just felt like we all did good, and I was just happy at the end when I did win. But if I didn't would have won, I just walked away with no regrets. Oh, my success was great this year. They just always great help, and I feel like we worked great as a team. We was perfectly on schedule, so by the time it was time to plate, the food was still hot, and we was tasting throughout the whole process, so we made sure everything tasted good before, and it was just great.
We hope to see you all here next year. Thank you.